Hello and welcome back to Channeling Consciousness. Today is June 20th, 2023. That is the day I am actually recording this. Whatever day that you're watching it is when you are meant to hear it. There is no specific timeline. I feel like messages reach you when they're relevant. So my disclaimer, I am here to offer validation and clarity. I am not here to predict your future. I am here to tell you about the energy that is currently happening in your life. And with the energies that currently are happening, what they look like as far as possible outcome. Again, these are for entertainment purposes only. Always trust your own intuition and your own inner guidance. And if there is anything that is medically going on with you, of course, seek medical professional help. Readings are never to be used as an alternative to actual medical advice. So we're going to get right in. Let's see what we come up with. I will not be surprised if my little helper comes in at some point, but that's okay. We are just going to go ahead and do our reading for today anyway. The Queen of Autumn. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help make your dreams come true. She is generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. She is definitely in her power there. The autumn is, I believe, are they pentacles in traditional tarot? Okay, the Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind, and experienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitation to social events, compassionate friend you can share concerns with. And then the Prince of Summer, well, we've got the Prince and the Princess, and we have a Queen. How about that? Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. You see he is riding his dandelion there. In charge but fun. A little bit reminds me of the Chariot. Let's see. One more for this part. Spirit, what do we need to hear? Whoever's watching today. What do we need to hear today? And the Queen of Winter. Very interesting. Lots of royalty. Strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Now's the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. That's what this card says. Okay. Got Queen of Autumn, Princess of Summer, Prince of Summer, Queen of Winter. Let's use our other deck here to get some clarifiers and a little more information as we move forward. Again, this is that deck that's a little larger in my hands, a little harder to hold. You know, I think this glare is from my camera. Right there. I think I need to figure out how to turn that off. Maybe for tomorrow's reading, I'll figure that out. Spirit, what do we need to hear for today? Will help us with this message. Clarifier for the Queen of Autumn. The Emperor. We got two there. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, they're always worried about the spilled cup here and here. Not always seeing everything for what it is, missing some information. Temperance. It's interesting, those two came out together and these two came out together. And one more from this deck, please, Spirit. That one right there. The King of Wands. Oh, we finally have a king. The King of Wands. All right. So like I've been doing, I'm going to check out the buzzwords for these and see what they tell us to clarify the card that they're under. So the Emperor, yeah, I think this just helps you as the viewer as well, in case there's anything that I am missing, since this is a general reading for more than one person. The Emperor, control, dominance, energy, structure, stability, power, rules, can be fatherhood if it's representing that, authority, regulations, leadership, protection. So in the light, the Emperor is like that strong masculine energy, and in the shadow side of it, it would be kind of more, or potentially could be more of the wounded masculine energy. If it's over controlling, over dominating. So with the Queen of Autumn, if I'm looking at this card, she's in her power. So this is about leadership. It is about rules and power. I even said that, I think, when I pulled her out. Rules and power. Structure. Okay. I'm trying to get a sense of exactly where we're going with this. And as I look farther, we will get that. The Five of Cups, loss, sorrow, disappointment, living in the past, loneliness. So yes, I mean, she's upset. She's spilled these cups, or these cups have spilled. She still has other ones, but she is so upset about this. She's having a hard time recognizing what's still available to her. So this energy here is somebody that is gentle and sensitive, and that you can say, you know, here's what's going on. Here's your person that you can go to who can hold space for you. Okay. Because here you've got some stuff going on, some disappointment, some sadness, and the energy here is that support system that you can go to and talk to about it. There is some there is some rules and regulations. There's something going on where there's somebody or something that's in control of the situation, and it does have to do, I feel like, with some rules and regulations and some sort of energy that you really can't do anything about because it is in place. Like, you know, maybe there are tax rules and you can't get around them, or there's, you know, what's coming to mind is getting your driver's license when you move, because I recently had to do that. Like, you have to do that, and you have to present certain types of documentation to prove you are who you really say you are. So it's something to do maybe with the law or with the way things are, and it's not something that can be like actually challenged. It is what it is. You know, something else that comes to mind in my own life where this happened was, as a teacher, I was trying to get my teaching certificate or license in the state of Illinois when we lived there. And I had a valid teaching certificate for the state of Kansas and the state of Missouri already. But because I was actually certified and because I had a teaching degree, they would not allow me a substitute teaching certificate. I had to get a full certificate. So I couldn't actually be certified to sub at the time. Like, it was really wonky, and it did not make any sense, because any Joe Blow off the street who had a high school diploma could go substitute. But because I had a degree, and a master's degree at that, I wasn't allowed to sub. It made no sense. Okay, so this is kind of this energy, like there's this protocol, there's some kind of structure, and it's very frustrating in this situation for you. And you do have somebody that you can talk to that's listening ear, that's holding the space for you, and trying to remind you that there are other ways to go about it. Like, yes, like for me, well, you still can get that certificate. You're just gonna have to wait longer, and it's just not really, it's just kind of dumb, considering the whole circumstance, right? Let's go on to temperance and see what temperance wants to help us understand here. Healing, renewal, emotional balance, calm, plenty, flow of life, serenity, testing the waters, keeping our options open, peace, diplomacy, moderation. So temperance is a lot like balance, okay? It's a lot like balance, but more in the emotional aspect of things, not necessarily in the way of like things being fair in 3D, not necessarily like the judgment card. This is more of an emotional balance. So this energy we will move out of, and we're able to talk to somebody who's able to hold space for us. This is about being balanced, and this card is talking about an emotional experience, and you see he's being swept away. This fairy is being swept away with that dandelion. He's holding on to it, but he's still blowing in the wind. So as opposed to the chariot, where in the chariot the fairy is in control, this fairy, the way this is reading, is that it's kind of being swept away. And this, again, there's not any actual control over the situation. The laws or the regulations or the powers that be are what's in control of the situation, and you're having to live within that protocol and those standards. And it's difficult, and it's also very emotional, because things are not going to flow the way that you want them to flow, and it is very frustrating. And temperance is here to say, like, let's stay grounded through this. Let's stay connected through this. You are going to get through this. There is more to this than just the law or the protocols or the standards or whatever it is. There is more to it than what's on the surface, okay? I mean, there is the surface, what's happening in 3D. This is very much in 3D, but it's affecting your emotional state a lot, actually. It's affecting your emotional state a lot. So the King of Wands is a leader, inspiring, forceful, courageous, confident, charismatic, noble, creative, visionary, strong, powerful, larger than life, generous, a survivor. That kind of sticks out to me here. She is also very strong. So these energies are very similar in the fact that the Queen of Winter is strong, self-sufficient, focused. The King of Wands is similar. There's a lot about being in your power. So there's a situation that you really don't have complete control over, and that's not for lack of wanting to control it. But you legit can't do anything about it. And so you can still stand in your power in other ways, and come out on the other side of it. And that's basically what this is saying. This is like, don't get swept away in this. Don't get swept away in this energy. Do your best to move through it, acknowledge what's happening, talk to somebody who can hold space for you, go internally, connect with the divine to help you move through it. Staying balanced and grounded is important in this. It's okay to be upset. It's okay. All the emotions are okay. But just remember to stay connected and balanced as you work through it, because it is an emotional experience. Even though to other people it may not appear like it should be. Like to other people, it's like, well, that's just the way it is. Like, what's the big deal? But it's causing some distress and some havoc. Okay. And then the King of Wands and the Queen of Winter energy is all about being in your power and moving through that energy, to just kind of move through it, where you come out and you're strong, and you're still a king and a queen here. Like, this represents you. You are still on top of things, so to speak. Okay. Let's get a couple cards from here, from the Rose Oracle. Let's see what else we need to know today, Spirit, with this situation. What information? That's like 5 cards. We're not taking 5 cards, Spirit. We're not taking those ones either. What do we need to know here? It does feel more kind of bureaucratic, like government, laws, that kind of stuff. It could have to do with your job. It could have to do with anything that has a system in place that you have to follow, because it's a frustrating system to have to work within. And that's just what it feels like. I'll take that one. The Wastelands. We got this one already this week. Slow down, sustainability, tend to your gardens. I mean, this is an emotional thing going on. I mean, it could be legal matters. It could be divorce. This talks about unmarried and divorced individuals. So it could be a bigger picture in that way. This could be, having to file your LLC for your new business. It could be having to jump through the hoops of licensing. It could be any of those types of things. That's really what I'm getting with this. And again, if more than one person listens to this reading, if I say it's just for somebody going through a divorce, then that is a very singular message. And I don't feel like it's a singular message here. And again, of course, not everybody's going to watch this all at the same time. The Anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment. That empowerment stands out to me on this card. Empowerment. Empowerment. And the Rose Thread, inner call, soul-led, living courageously. Those are the words that pop out to me. So this may be heavier energy, and you're not going to stay in it forever. You are not. I'm also feeling like that you need to, I feel some spirit. I'm feeling like you do need to call on your ancestors. You do need to call on your ancestors and let them support you now. You might be feeling alone. You do have some sacred space holders for you that you can talk to. People that love you dearly and are always there for you in real life, in 3D life. But I'm getting this message, even without these cards, I'm getting this message very heavily to allow yourself, not just allow yourself, I'm encouraging you. Spirit is asking you, please, please call on us to support you. We hear your every plea. We hear your every call. We hear your every thought asking us to come close and to be with you. Please, please, please continue to do so. you have, I'm feeling one specific energy, one specific ancestor coming forward that very much wants their person to know that they are not alone and that they are seen and that they are being held from the other side. Okay. I was not expecting that transition there. But that's where they wanted me. That's what they wanted me to tell you. So I'm going to do it. You want a different show? Okay. Let's get 2 more cards here. Do you want to come help me?
Yeah.
Whew.
Mama.
You're going to come up here and help? Okay.
Boing.
Okay. Let Mama shuffle, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. What else, if anything, does Spirit want to share with us? Woman holding heart, number 44. 44 could be your age, but this could have something to do with matters of the heart. So again, for somebody here for sure, this is divorce. For somebody here for sure, this is divorce. Maybe something is being finalized. Maybe we're getting to the end of closing out the actual process. And it's difficult, it's painful. And it could also be unrelated to divorce. Whatever this is that it feels bureaucratic is hard on the heart. It is emotional, okay?
Oopsies.
Appreciation, number 15, appreciation. I'm gonna look that one. Do I have my book over here? I don't have my book over here. Well, then I'm not gonna look it up. I'm gonna read it intuitively. I mean, she's holding the roses. So this goes along with our the rose thread here. Living courageously. I feel like she's holding this rose and like, hey, I still, I'm not going to cuss. I still have my stuff together. I almost feel like this is, like a screw you, buddy. I'm still coming out on the other side. This is almost a little bit of a shift in energy. It's you going through this process and really having some emotional turmoil from it, but coming out and being like, I'm still the bomb diggity. Like, I'm still powerful. I'm still beautiful. You better watch where you hold my roses. And it's not it sounds threatening. I don't mean it to sound threatening, but it's like, I have walked through the fire. My wastelands, everything has been burned down. And I am now growing new life. Like I am growing my new life. I am growing my new life. Okay. That's what that is. I am growing my new life. Should we, I see. Should we get the little cards?
Yeah.
Do a couple little cards. Let's see what little messages we would like to close out with.
Okay.
Ooh, vision.
Whoa.
Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul. Oh, there it is. I didn't hold it up very right. Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul.
Mm-hmm.
So here, what I was just saying of creating your life, like creating your beauty. Maybe you were burned down and had to start over. You know, there was a big old fire, but you're doing it. You are absolutely doing it, and you're doing it the way that you want to now, not because somebody's telling you you have to. And that may be some of this energy of the bureaucracy. There could have even been some like rules and regulations almost within a relationship that like you're not supposed to have these rules and standards and regulations. And like, yes, there are rules and regulations in relationships, but like these were almost like somebody else decided that this is the way you do things, and you like had to just go with it because you were already committed into it, and we're like, okay, well, I'll do it this way. And that didn't actually work out so well for you. And now you're being told like, yes, listen to your intuition. You've are moving through this energy. This is going to circle back around. There are going to be times that this grief and this energy, you've worked through a layer and it's going to come back up. but you really are going to move into the energy of letting go of what doesn't serve you and being in your power, standing your ground, because you may still have to stand your ground with this person if they're still having to be in your life. She's just pulling cards for you. The second card we pulled out is truth. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. I was just kind of saying that before I actually read it. Okay. What, baby?
I'm trying to scooch a little bit.
You're trying to scooch a little bit?
Yeah.
She's showing us cards. In case you want to see any more cards, this is what she thinks should come out.
Oops.
So this is living your truth. This is creating your new path, creating your new life. See how I shifted gears? There was kind of one story and then something else popped up. That spirit popped in and wanted to direct this a slightly different way. So there, again, are multiple things going on. Strength. That's what she just held up. Are you pulling cards for us? I mean, we could keep going because these would all make sense. You're being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. Positive outcome is assured. And then, everything's going to fall. Everything's going to fall.
Yeah.
The angel of balance. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is all about balance. We already talked about balance. We talked about balance. Number 48. Thanks for your help. What was the other one that you pulled out that made sense? The 7 of spring. Be assertive. Don't back down for what you believe. That goes back over here with this energy. What is this one that you pulled out? Heart healing. The breathing rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. I just said that, didn't I? I said you'll work through this. You know, things will be okay, and then you'll have another layer pop up. Okay, let's quit pulling cards. Let's not keep pulling cards. Okay?
No, look.
Thank you for your help. Yeah, we didn't shuffle those ones, so that's the same one as yesterday because I didn't use that deck. So, okay. So thank you for joining us today. And I say us, yes, us. Thanks for joining us today. Again, whoever this message is for, I'm sure will reach you at the appropriate time. We will be back tomorrow with another reading, and tomorrow, I believe, is the summer solstice. Is it tomorrow? I think it might be tomorrow. So maybe we'll do something fun for that if I can make that happen. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.